How y'all doing? Good.
They've just done a really spectacular job. Every year the Plaza Hotel does a spectacular job. I really like the contrast between the chandelier and the Christmas trees. Give you one more shot looking back. And this room is really, really gorgeous here. Here you could have the famous tea at the Plaza Hotel. It's very elegant, very classy, and that beautiful stained glass at the top. Pay close attention to the intricate detail on those chandeliers. I really do enjoy just the classic white lights as opposed to the multicolor. I believe it fits really well with the architecture of the plaza. And here you have, inspired by Home Alone 2. Those are those famous winter hats that Kevin would wear. And this is the famous Eloise at the Plaza Hotel. A lot of people don't know this, but you also have the residences at the Plaza Hotel, which are on the One Central Park South side. And then further down, you'll have the shops at the plaza.
Yes, it is. You're 100% correct.
And here we have the shops at the plaza. They've just done a really, really nice job here. Again, I love how they just went with the classic white lights. Now, downstairs there used to be a lot of different shops, but I guess that area unfortunately closed down. There used to be almost like an entire world down there. It was really, really nice. I do enjoy the classic Plaza logo there. We'll go ahead and loop back around and head through the main lobby at the Plaza Hotel. I just really love this entrance here. Wow. That is such a beautiful contrast with all the white marble as well as the gold moldings on the ceiling. And then turning the camera here, you can see into the main dining room. Let me know what you guys think of the decorations this year inside the plaza. just overall, it's a really wonderful vibe. Getting a cocktail after work. Quite the magnificent place. And here again in the main lobby, looking up at those Christmas trees, again with the contrast between the chandelier and the gold crown moldings. Pretty soon they're going to have the Christmas decorations up at the New York Palace. And then right through here you have the main hotel lobby. And then right above the door, you have a beautiful clock. Plaza logo on the floor.
That was never the same.
Okay, this is the main hotel front. And it looks like they finally put the Christmas wreaths up. And then, of course, 59th Street, Central Park South. That is where the residences at the Plaza are located. And now this is the main entrance to the residences at the Plaza. So if you own or rent a condo in the building, you would enter right here at the 1 Central Park South side.
Did you have?
But now we'll head back to Fifth Avenue and check out all the holiday displays along 57th Street and 5th. Hey everyone, today we're going to be walking New York City's Billionaires Row and Fifth Avenue, checking out the gorgeous and inspiring 2025 Christmas displays. We'll also be going into the Plaza Hotel and looking at their holiday and Christmas setup. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The first stop on our tour will be on the corner of 57th Street and Madison as we look at the beautiful workings of Dior. This year's Christmas and holiday inspired theme at Dior off of Fifth Avenue is a gingerbread inspired theme. You're going to see gingerbread houses made up of all unbelievable shapes and sizes, of course highlighting that Dior luxury. It is rush hour in New York City, so really fabulous. Here you can see all of the decorations and displays gingerbread inspired. It looks very, very real. Just the attention to detail is so impressive. I want to cross the street so you can see a little bit better, because all the way at the top, right in front of the main entrance, if you look up, you have this unbelievable display again with that gingerbread theme. If we get a little bit closer, you'll see the Dior gingerbread house. really pretty here. Out of all the displays that I've seen so far this year, this one is my favorite. By a long shot. This is a house, and you have a gingerbread office. You've got to come see it in person because it looks extremely real. Just look at all the gingerbread people in there. I'll stand back a little bit so you can have a more unique perspective and a vantage point. But if you'd like to see it for yourself, it is the Dior store on the corner of 57th Street and Madison Avenue. And yesterday I was watching them put up the Chanel decorations. But this is a really, really stunning shot of the Dior display. And then here's the Chanel Christmas display. next stop we'll check out Tiffany. And they have just wonderful windows. And very, very meticulously done, I must say. Look at how the jewelry sparkles. And right across the street, you have the famous Bergdorf Goodman that is currently selling a gingerbread house that has 94,000 individualized crystals for $55,000. look at on the inside, you have this beautiful display. Hey, how are you?
We don't know about videos.
Oh, no worries. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Have a good day, okay?
You got it, man.
Oh, you could even see 432 Park in there. Well, at least you got to see a little bit of it inside. But on the sides, they have this really, really stunning, it's almost like a 3D graphic of the skyline of Manhattan with a wintry setting. So it'll have snow coming down over Central Park and the Empire State Building and even 432 Park Avenue. Quickly cross the street to see the windows of Bergdorf Goodman. And this is a magnificent shot of Tiffany.
Yeah, they wrote that.
Now we will head down to Rockefeller Center. We're now outside the beautiful St. Regis Hotel. And we're going to be looking at the 701 Fifth Avenue Harry Winston displays. You also have the peninsula across the street. We're now coming up on the corner of 54th Street, where you're going to see the Christmas display from Coach.
And it's more of a service.
Above Coach is the Mandarin Oriental Residences on 5th Avenue. If you look closely, you can see gingerbread men hanging. Isn't that unique? Adjacent, you have the famous University Club, which is one of my favorite buildings on 5th Avenue. We're now going to head down towards St. Patrick's Cathedral, as well as Rockefeller Center, where we'll be checking out the main ice skating rink, as well as Radio City Music Hall. Adjacent us, you have Uniqlo with their Christmas display. And then this building with all the scaffolding is going to be the brand new Rolex building. This is going to be their corporate headquarters. A brand new office tower.
Oh yeah, we go down there a lot.
They did, yeah. C'erano code per pagare quell'anno, no?
Now passing Ferragamo. And then my all-time favorite, which I don't think the display is fully up just yet. This is the Cartier store. On the corner of 52nd Street.
Take it to New York or the Stanford?
Take a look at the chandelier in there. It is a really exquisite chandelier. And that was Kim Kardashian's Skims. This is a very, very popular store, which used to be the flagship Versace store until they moved to Madison Avenue. In a moment, we'll be coming up towards Saks Fifth Avenue. And you can see their holiday light display, but I don't think it's going to be on just yet. I think they're waiting for about 2 weeks before the main Rockefeller Center Christmas tree lighting. This is the beautiful St. Patrick's Cathedral. And you can see how all the windows are temporarily blacked out. And that is because the windows are not ready just yet. We'll head over to the one and only Radio City Music Hall, and we'll check out the Christmas tree that sits on top of Radio City. But from here you'll be able to see all of the lights that are on the facade of the one and only Saks Fifth Avenue. Now they're not lit up yet, but you'll be able to see them. Which looks very, very nice. And here we are. This is Rockefeller Center. Looking at the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. And they've just done a spectacular job with the setup this year. In a moment, you'll be able to see the main rink at Rockefeller Center. December 3rd, 2025 is going to be the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree lighting ceremony. But even without the Christmas tree lit, it looks great.
Yes, I guess you did.
Especially with all these American flags here. And then overlooking the one and only Rockefeller Center Rink. It looks very, very festive and spectacular. As I walk around to the front of 30 Rockefeller Center, you'll be able to see the spire of 270 Park Avenue with the most gorgeous American flag display. Pretty soon you won't even be able to walk through here. There'll be so many tourists enjoying the rink. Now we're going to head towards Radio City Music Hall. This is a very trendy hot chocolate place. I'll try to zoom in on the menu so you can see it. I'm going to stand right in front of the doors and I want to show you the light display on top of 270 Park. Isn't that amazing? This is the spire of 270 Park Avenue. Take a quick detour to check out the FAO Schwarz.
How you all doing? Good. American Girl? Oh my gosh, you just go to the American Girl store?
I really love these peanuts displays. These are fantastic. I would have to say these are my favorite. I'm a huge Peanuts fan. It's classic and it brings me back to my childhood. These are really nice as well.
Outside of my brother.
We're now coming up to 6th Avenue, where we will make a right and be checking out the Christmas tree that sits on top of Radio City Music Hall. And you have the Magnolia Bakery right here to the right, which is actually the sole holdout building near Rockefeller Center. So if you ever walk down 6th Avenue by Manhattan's Rockefeller Center and you see the Magnolia Bakery, you'll just know that is the holdout. Pretty soon there's going to be the main Christmas bulbs right here. in about a week, right here in this plaza, they're gonna have these candy canes. There's usually about 6 to 8 candy canes lined up right outside of Havre, looking directly back over Radio City Music Hall and Rockefeller Center. Alright everyone, if you enjoyed that video of the Christmas displays on 5th Avenue, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and as always, we will see you in the next one, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.